Hey Glam fam, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, wonderful evening. Of course, I am your host, Marquita, founder and CEO of Glamour for Eyes, and I am so happy to have you join me today for another episode of See the World Glamorously Q&A. So for those who are new, big warm welcome to you. Welcome all the newbies. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because when you do, you will have access to more tips, tricks, and fashion updates in the world of eyewear. And so to all my loyal glam fam, welcome back. Go ahead and click that like button down below and let's dive into our Q&A. So today we're going to be talking about 2 essential tools for saving on your eyeglass expenses: your flexible spending accounts, FSAs, and your health savings accounts, HSAs. So the question I've been asked is, what are those? A lot of people haven't even heard of them. And then how are they going to benefit you? So we're going to find out. The first part of that is understanding what an FSA and an HSA is, right? Let's break it down. A flexible spending account, or an FSA, is a pre-tax account that allows you to set aside money for eligible medical expenses. So we're talking like copays, your prescriptions, your eyeglasses, right? Even certain medicines like over the counter, right? But there's a catch to that because these funds have to be used by the end of the plan year or you might lose them. Okay. And then every employer or insurance company offers something a little different, but that's pretty much the standard. Then you have HSA, your health savings account, which is a little bit different, but a lot of people get them confused. There's a lot of questions between the difference between them. Or understanding the difference between them. So understanding an HSA, this offers triple tax benefits. So you have tax-free contributions, you have tax-free growth, you have tax-free withdrawals for qualified medical expenses. And plus there's no use it or lose it rule with HSAs like there are with the FSAs, the flexible spending account. So again, you have the FSA flexible spending account, which has a limited option. You have to use it by the end of the year typically. Then you have the HSA, which is tax-free, everything pretty much. And there is more flexibility. It's not stipulated by the end of the year. There's more flexibility with that. But we need to understand even more so how you can use these options, these tools for your expenses. So both accounts, your FSA or HSA, they typically do cover for eyeglass expenses. Both typically cover for prescription eyeglasses, contact lenses, and even prescription sunglasses. So whether you need new specs for work or just stylish frames just because you want to look cute for a night out, you can either use your FSA or HSA to cover that expense. Okay. Mind you, though, when you are attempting to use these cards or these spending accounts or savings accounts, you have to make sure that the vendor or the company that you are working with is able to accept those type of medical cards to cover your glasses. If they are not coded for a retail optical store, but maybe they're coded for just like a fashion store, they're not going to be able to accept your FSA or HSA cards. They have to be legitimate optical retailers or opticians, optometrists, in order to be able to accept that type of payment. So we're going to put a pin in that, and we're going to move into understanding the use of those types of cards. So first we need to understand that before you can use an FSA or HSA card, you need to understand what you have first. Understand that when you receive an FSA card or HSA card, know that with an FSA, typically those funds that you've allotted already for that year would show up immediately at the beginning. It will be on your card to use for medical expenses. Because you're contributing tax-free dollars as well as your employer contributing tax-free dollars into your HSA account, those funds are not available to you immediately at the beginning of the year. Those are contributed gradually per pay period, depending on how your financial institution or your employer or your insurance has set it up. That being said, to know what you have, definitely talk to your employer about whether you have an HSA or an FSA. When you do have your card and you do happen to have an FSA, then you are able to use that card for medical expenses at the time of your doctor's appointment or when you are purchasing glasses immediately at the beginning of the year or whenever your benefits start. The beauty of FSA and HSA cards, of course, they would have that Visa or MasterCard logo on them, is the convenience they offer when paying for your eyewear. It's awesome. All you have to do is simply swipe your card at checkout and you're good to go. And you'll also be able to use these with Glamour for Eyes online. We are an officially coded online optical retail store, and you can use your FSA or HSA cards to shop your favorite frames worry-free, knowing that your account will help cover the cost. Okay. It's an amazing feature. I encourage all, if you are not familiar with it, if you don't know whether your employer offers it, seek that information out. Go to your employer and find that out. Okay. Now, how to get started with FSA or HSA through your insurance. It's easier than you might think. Like I mentioned, reaching out to your employer, reach out to your insurance provider to inquire about these options. They can provide you with all the necessary information that you need in order to set up that type of account, the requirements, what their requirements are. They will also tell you what their contributions will be if you happen to have an HSA account. But all in all, once you get it set up, you will be able to use them for your medical expenses, including your eyeglasses. Okay. So thank you for tuning in today. I hope I answered the question regarding the difference between FSA and HSA card payments for medical expenses. Okay. You can use these for any of your eyewear needs. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Okay. Let me know if you'd like me to cover any other questions regarding eyewear, eye care in future videos. And don't forget to see the world glamorously. If you're interested in the glasses that I'm wearing, that you can use your FSA or HSA card on, these are called POINTBREAK. These are the multicolored Point Breaks. And just go to our website, www.glamourfries.com. The link will also be listed in the description. I am your host, Marquita, signing off, and until next time.